In this video, we are going to discuss the concept of list comprehension syntax. Now, what is list comprehension syntax? You can look at this example. B is equal to I for I in range of 5. So I'll explain the concept of this, but this is called as comprehension syntax. So first we'll look at the normal code. I'm declaring a null list variable A is equal to only square bracket. That means I don't have any values in my list variable A. Now, if I want to add 5 values to my list in a loop structure, then I'll say for I in range 5. That means this I will take all the values between 0 to 4. A dot append. Append is a list method. It will add the value which I am passing on by default at the end of the list. So right now my list variable A is null, empty. It has nothing. So when I say A dot append of append I, that means the initial value of I is 0. Append 0, so 0 will be added to A. Then it will go to the second iteration. It will append 1, then it will append 2, 3, 4, and that will come out of the for loop. So when I say print A, you can look at the output. It is printing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Initially the list was null, but now after execution of this for loop, my list content is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in this case, what I am doing is I am using a variable I. I'm executing this for loop based on some range condition, and for all those values of I, I'm calling the append method and I'm adding all those values of I to the list variable A. Now the same thing I can achieve using a shortcut method. I'll say B equal to I for I in range 5. So same thing now I'm going to explain on this side. B is equal to I for I in range 5. Now how this will be executed, or how you can understand what is happening inside. So this executes like this: B equal to all values of I such that whatever is the expression I have given. In this case I have given a for loop, that is my expression. So B equal to, actually it is I, all the values of I. Now what all values I can take? I can take all the values of this expression. So this will be executed as B is equal to all values of I such that it will execute this for loop and it will take all the values of I after execution of for loop. So if I execute this for loop for I in range 5, what are the possible values of I? It will take 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the possible values of I if I execute this for loop. So how this is executed? B is equal to all values of I such that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means B is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how the comprehension syntax is executed in Python. So instead of writing the for loop, then giving the colon, and then writing the body of the for loop, you can achieve all these things in one single line by writing B equal to I such that I'll execute this for. That means it will take all the possible values of I from this execution of for loop, and that will be assigned to the values of B. Then if I say print B, you can look at the output. You will get the same output, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which what you want to achieve. Now how it is useful? Suppose I want to store I want to create a list of all the squares between 0 to 4. So instead of just I can say I square, I star I. So C is equal to, I am creating another list variable C is equal to I star. But in this case, what will be the value of I? All values of I such that for I in range 5. So for I in range 5, it will return all the values of I as 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for 0, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, it will store all the I square I values in C. That means 0, 1, 4, 9, and 16. 0 square, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, and 4 square. Now instead of I square, if you want to store, suppose, the cube of all the elements or all the numbers between 1 to 10 as a list variable. In a list variable D, you want to store all the cubes between 1 to 10. So if you want to traverse through 1 to 10, your for loop will be for I in range 10. But now what is the problem? If I say for I in range 10, it will take all the values between 0 to 9. Because of its range function, it will take all the values between 0 to 9. So in that case, what I'll do is I'll say power function, I'll call power function, and I'll pass on two values before x raised to I as I plus 1, comma 3. So 3 indicates cube, and when I say I plus 1, it will take all the values between 1 to 10 because I is ranging from 0 to 9 plus 1 means 1 to 10. So it is storing cubes of all the values between 1 to 10 in the list variable D. So now if I say print D, it will print the contents of D as all the cubes of the numbers between 1 to 10. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this is how you can use the list comprehension syntax. Now look at this second example. A is equal to I. So take all the possible values of I such that for I in range 20, that means it will take all the possible values of I between 0 to 19, and all those values will be assigned to A. So if I say print A, you can look at the output, it is printing 0, 1, 2 up to 19. Now B is equal to, I'm creating another list variable B. B is equal to I such that for all values of I such that for I in A. Now what is I in A? A is another list variable which we have defined, which is taking all the values between 0 to 19. This is my A. All the values between 0 to 19, that is my A. So when I say for I in A, this I will traverse through the list variable A element by element. So first this I will take 0 as a value, then this I will take 1 as a value, then this I will take 2 as a value till 19. Indirectly, I is taking all these values between 0 to 19. And I am assigning all those values as the values of B. So if I say print B, you will get the same output again from 0 to 19. So contents of A and contents of B are same. So what I am doing is I am just copying all the values of A from A into B. Now instead of this, what if I have to copy all the even numbers from A into B? I just want to copy all the even values from A into B. So what I'll write, I'll say B equal to all the values of I such that for I in A, so code is same till here. So we are going to traverse through all the values of list variable A. So I will take all the values of list variable A one by one, but I don't want to copy all the values of I. So I have to put one if condition. So I'll say if I%2 equals 0. So indirectly what we are doing, we are traversing through all the values of list variable A, but we are going to copy only those values of I into this I, which will be copied into B, which are even. I%2 equal to 0. So this is how the list comprehension syntax works. It will first execute this for loop. It will take all the values of I. It will apply all the if condition on each value of I, and for whichever values of I this condition is true, only those values of I will be considered for assignment into B. So if I say now print B, it is only printing only the even numbers which are present in A, So you can use this comprehension syntax for more and more complex codes to make it easy. But this is the way to use the comprehension syntax.